Says we're streaming. Says we're live.
Oh, we're live.
Are we live?
Are we actually live? Where's the thing? Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah, we're in it.
We're definitely in. Okay.
We're in it to win it.
All right. We'll give some people a few minutes to log in.
Hi.
Text people.
We're live.
Well, we can't keep this up there though.
Keep
We're
what
not
up
gonna
there?
be able to see. We're not gonna be able to see chat.
Okay, Neil. Can we make this a little bigger? Apparently not.
Yeah, you can. There's in the bottom right-hand corner.
That's full screen.
Oh, lit.
Oh, why does it look like this?
Because it's lagged.
Yeah, you can. There's in the bottom right-hand corner.
Oh, that's us.
We lagged, baby.
Fucking go. Oh, 720p 60 is the best. I have it set at 30. Maybe that's not good.
I think we should just start and people can join or not.
Let's get a couple minutes.
All right.
People. Then we'll start the show.
Is this
Text
still way
people.
too loud? I feel like it kind of is, but I also feel like you can hear us pretty well when we're far away.
It's
So
going pretty red. I think it needs to be lower. Look at the volume's on full there too. Do you want it full there?
Maybe not.
Like there.
Do you think that's
way
good?
better.
Still though. Hello, hello, hello.
Y'all
It's better.
Gonna text anybody
way
or
better.
it's just gonna be me?
Nah, just you. We're
Minus 5 decibels. That looks good, huh? We can go on to the stream and check. We're minus 5 decibels. That looks good, huh? We can go on to the stream and check.
That sounds better.
I think that's better.
Damn. Average watch time. Someone was watching 10 seconds. Hell yeah. Play
It's
back.
concurrent viewers.
It's us.
Jay.
It's
I
me.
think- I'm gonna give it 5 minutes and then we're gonna start no matter what. I don't care if people are watching or not.
We should just start, dude. No?
Are y'all gonna send in anything to anybody?
No.
I'll share the
You're not?
post. I'm sharing the post now.
I didn't. Are y'all gonna send in anything to anybody?
No.
Whoa, great thumbnail of me eating
I know
pizza.
exactly.
So this is delayed a few seconds.
Yeah, we're gonna mute the one.
Okay.
Oh god, I don't know how to do Instagram.
You just click it.
Oh, I should definitely mute.
Mute the
Sorry.
Yes.
Oh my god. Wow, I used to look so different. Remember when I had hair?
Average watch time 6 seconds.
Neil's just trying to up our average watch
All right.
time.
Anyway.
We've
You
been on
wanna
for
go
30
live, we'll go
seconds.
live. All right.
I
let's
can't
start the
figure
show.
out.
This is because
how
this
to
is
do
recorded
this.
now. People are gonna watch this now. Oh,
They're gonna watch everything,
Oh
Neil.
shit. Okay.
Don't
Let's
say
start the
shit.
show.
That's not. You shouldn't start the show by cursing, Neil.
We're gonna get defunded.
We're gonna get deplatformed.
Sorry, SR 262 for my foul language.
Cancel culture's run amok.
All right, let's go.
The P.
Hey guys, welcome to
Camera.
season 3, episode 1 of Who Invited Will. I am your host with the most, who is white as a ghost. No, Jay.
What you doing in the classroom?
And I'm here with Will
That's me.
and Neil.
What's up, boys? We are so back. How back are we? Well, how back are we?
We're live now.
We're so back.
If you guys didn't notice, we're live. This is us doing this
Our
right
sponsor came back for another season. Thank you to our
Yeah.
sponsor.
now. Our most loyal sponsor, SR262. That's who
So
this
do we-
episode is brought to you by.
I sent
Wait,
you.
what?
We're gonna look up there again, or
Oh, was that what I was doing?
Oh, we're all looking up there.
Sorry, we got this TV here, and I'm very bad
I'm trying
at
to
looking
share-
at the camera, so I'm gonna look at you, camera.
Hold on, I'm
What's
trying
up?
to share on Instagram. This is going well for our first live.
You got I sent you the ad.
Oh, the ad.
Yeah, you want? what do
Sorry,
you do?
yeah. So before anything, we got to shout out to our sponsor, Source Code Beverage. Source Code Beverage is the producer of SR262 wine. Why is it called that? I'll tell you why, because that's the name of the road near the winery.
I didn't even get to answer. You asked me a question.
it was rhetorical.
It was
You just said
rhetorical.
the gun.
This wine is made where, Neil?
In the Washington's Columbia River Valley, of course.
Interesting. And you know that, oh, we already said the fun fact. But did you know what their slogan was, Neil?
What is it?
You come
Keep
on,
on
you know.
trucking.
Close.
There's a
I
lot to
don't
read.
understand. The
dude.
road to great wines.
The road to great wines, SR262. You cannot buy the wine in Colorado, but you can have it shipped directly to your home if you want it.
if you buy 12 bottles.
That's true. You got to buy a whole case. Buy by the case. So, again, if they have Merlot, Cabernet, Sauvignon, that's the same wine, sparkling, rosé wine, and Chardonnay. And if you buy 12 bottles, shipping is...
Free.
That's right, guys. Free shipping. We don't have a discount code, but everyone gets the free shipping because it's almost like life is a discount code for this. Just being alive, liking vino. Go to vinoshipper.com. That's VINO shipper.com.
Who doesn't like a great wine?
To purchase your 12 bottles of SR262.
Salute to that.
And if you want it in Colorado, write your local, wine representative.
Yo gosto de vino.
Oh, boy. So it's been a while since you've seen us. We're back, though. Will obviously speaks Portuguese now. Jay has no hair. And I'm absolutely yoked.
And
I'm
absolutely
yoked.
going deaf.
Last time you saw me, I was a chubby guy.
No, come on. A chubby guy? Oh, wait.
I'm kind of yoked now.
Let's cheers, though, because I think we should start with the goals to update. Cheers to the fact that we all accomplished our goals, especially me. Yeah! Let's do this!
To our goals.
Woo!
To our goals.
To goals. Hey, it's been 6 months, guys, but we've been grinding
So let's
hard.
have a recap. Let's have a recap of the goals.
Last season, we had an episode talking about
No,
what
I'm
our...
just kidding. It's delicious, guys.
I see that we
SR262 source
still
code
interrupt
beverage.
people. We still interrupt people. That's good that we still do that on our third season of the show.
Yeah, and it's good that we're not holding on to it either, and we're just letting things go now on our third season of the show.
So anyway,
Goals.
what were we talking? Goals. So last season we had an episode setting goals, and we said we're going to recap our goals in the next season after several months have gone by. It's about it. We set our goals in January, so what's that? 10 months now has gone by.
No way.
Yeah, 10 months. We did it in January. January 3rd.
Time flies.
Right after Will got COVID, we set goals.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway,
Hashtag
so we're going
COVID
to talk
goals.
about our goals. We're going to let you guys know where are we at with the goals that we set. So let's start with Will.
Let's start with Will.
Will's goal, one and only goal. Will had one goal, so he better have accomplished it. It was one goal.
How many goals was it?
Let me tell you. One.
Okay, one goal. He had one.
Will's only goal. Well, what I don't know if this was the goal, but he says that he was being too impatient with people that he cares about, and he wants to become more patient with people he cares about. So
That's not a smart goal, so I can't measure it. It's not that specific, so I don't actually know.
yeah, it's not great. It's not great, but it was a goal. So what do you think? Because I think Jay and I can speak on this topic.
Is Will patient?
Bless you.
God bless you.
With people that he cares about. Because, Will, when he goes out with people he doesn't really know, he's like, he'll listen to any story. A homeless guy comes up to him, talks to him for 30 minutes. Will listen to every single word.
Why has he got to be homeless? Why has he got to be homeless?
I'm just saying, okay, any stranger. It doesn't have to be a homeless guy.
Any strange man who is unhoused.
So actually this is maybe it's not quite a segue because we're going to still stay on this, but I recently did this conflict management training, and one of the things in the training, I forget exactly what it's called, but it's like this 4x4 diagram, and well, the part that I want to bring up is it's like how...
Ooh, was that your neck?
Yes.
Oh, the microphone picked that up. Oh, the headphones, no.
Okay. Conflict management.
Yeah. So it's how you see yourself, then it's how others see you, then it's how... I don't know, there's 4 different things. But the interesting thing is like one of the things is you get feedback from other people about how they perceive you.
Is it like 360 feedback?
Okay.
Not quite.
Not that?
I can't remember what it's called.
So what's your point with your patience?
The point is that then this is good because it ties into that, because then I might see something, I have a different perception of it than you guys might.
Okay.
So what do you think?
Well, what do you think?
I think I've done fairly good. I am conscious of it still, and I try and like bite my tongue or take a breath.
How are you with your parents? Because you mentioned your parents last time, that you're like too impatient with your parents and your siblings.
What about if some guy happened to pull 2 knives out on you? Do you think you'd be patient in that situation or not?
Yeah.
What would you say? How would you say his patience has been over this last year?
I think I don't know. I haven't been necessarily evaluating it. I don't know. I mean, Will generally is kind of impatient.
With people that he cares about.
Yeah, like if you show up late or something like that, or you start the podcast like an hour and a half late or something like that.
Yeah,
he doesn't
that's
love
different
that.
though. Punctual is different. Like, I see patience as like if you're working through something or I need something from you, and then I'm like, what are we doing? Like, do this. Not like showing up on time. I think that's two different things.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I was going to say, and I'm not just trying to put you down, I think you've gotten more impatient with me in the last 10 months.
He's going backwards.
I think so.
You think he's going backwards?
For sure.
With what? Do you have a...
Just,
like an
I don't know.
example
I don't know. I think
do you want
just
some more?
conversations and stuff. Yeah, go ahead. I don't know.
Well,
so it's a work in progress. It wouldn't
right.
say he achieved it, but he didn't not
And maybe
achieve
it
it. He's
depends-
like staying the course.
I'm treading water. It maybe also depends on what it is. Like, I think the times when I know I've gotten impatient with you, it's about stuff that like we're talking about for the second or third time. And it's like, why are we still talking about this? That's just
Because you probably didn't understand it.
No, you didn't understand.
It was definitely not warranted. I know whatever it was that you
Will's
were
impatience meters like
was not warranted. Yeah.
when you
With
said that
me,
comment.
I think with me, he probably gets most impatient with me out of a lot of people. I think I get that.
I think that's true.
Yeah.
I think he's
Especially
also
having
he
a
has
bad
no
day.
filter with you too. Like
think
if he's
that's fair.
impatient with you, he'll let you know. With
I think
other
that's
people,
fair.
he might try to be
Do
like.
you have a goal? Do you have a goal that you want to set now for the next year?
Next 6 months, we got 6-month goals.
Do you have any goals that on the top of your head? You don't. If you don't have one, you don't have one.
I want to get I've been doing learning Portuguese for the last, I think it's 53 days straight. Pretty impressive streak. By
Where
me.
did you get that number?
Duolingo. It tells me.
Oh, it tells you.
Yeah, it's like you.
Shouts
you've
Duolingo, future
Shout
sponsor.
out sponsor Duolingo.
You want to learn Portuguese?
Say sponsor us in Portuguese.
Don't know.
Say anything
He
in
hasn't
Portuguese.
been.
Say something.
This is a lie. He
I
hasn't
said,
been on there.
Yo gosto de vino.
And what does that mean for our non-Portuguese speaking
It means I
listeners?
like wine.
I love that.
Pretty
love
good.
that.
Pretty good.
Love
Shout
that
out
flex.
SR262.
Obrigado.
Obrigado.
Gosto de vino.
Parabéns.
Gostoso.
Parabéns.
Parabéns.
Hey, parabéns.
Alright, salud. Okay.
53 dias, right? No? Portuguese? Anyone out there
Let's
speak
talk
Portuguese?
about-
For our Portuguese fans, if you want to write a Who Invited Will advice... Oh, wait, sorry. Neil's
Yeah.
got issues. What am I saying? If you want to write it in Portuguese, now we have a Portuguese-speaking staff member.
Yeah.
That's actually the one and only Will Trainer.
Boom.
Your host with the most.
Lisbon,
I'll
it's
go with
it's
that,
4 a.m. in Lisbon right now, so they're probably not watching live. but
Lisboa,
when they see it-
Lisboa. They say Lisboa.
Lisboa. All right, to Jay. Jay's first goal.
All
We'll
right.
talk about your first one.
Sure.
Was save $20,000. Now that is
That's
a
a
lot of
change.
money.
That's
Now
a
that
change.
is a goal of all goals. This man, 10 months have gone by, so we won't hold you to 20. We'll hold you to like
Yeah.
17. Status update.
How far am I away from 17, or how far away am I from 20?
How far are you from 17? Well, hold on, at 17. It's been 10 months. Well, you don't have to tell us the exact number. You're not there, are you? What happened?
Well, no.
Are you in the 5 digits or no?
I'm in the Un Coma Club.
The 1 comma? Oh, boy.
Okay, probably around 5,000.
Okay, so what happened? So what happened with the goal?
That's where I'm at.
What happened?
Neil, you see these beautiful... Ooh, hit the mic. You see these beautiful chairs you guys are sitting in? You see the beautiful mattress that you probably haven't seen because we don't sleep on the same bed? But,
We don't.
Neil, a man needs
Except for
comfort. A
Sundays.
man needs comforts in his life. Creature comforts. He needs...
See the
He
AirPods?
needs this. You see this this new
Oh,
M1 chip MacBook? Do you see? Look, I'm investing in
Seems like you're
myself.
spending a lot. I see a lot of things.
Neil, you could see this. It's you could look at it as spending, or you could say I'm making
Reinvesting
I'm
in
making an
himself.
investment in myself.
You know what?
I'm
Okay.
investing in myself, Neil, and those investments have about 2 months to pay $15,000 to $16,000 in dividends, if not probably $1,750. But it
So we
doesn't
need
matter.
Sponsorships now.
Yeah, hey,
now,
guys,
now.
look.
I see a lot of things. I'll tell you what I don't see, and that's your goal that was supposed to be met. I don't see it.
Is this microphone working? Could you guys?
I mean, I don't think.
It's moving.
Is it? Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? Okay.
It's
Yeah.
for-
I dropped
here it is.
one of these.
Okay.
They roll, so I
So-
think it was this one.
So what are you gonna do to improve on that?
Are you sure it's working? Is it red? Okay, it's working. What am I gonna do to save more money? Probably NFTs. I'm thinking NFTs. Going hard into the NFT game. There's this game called Star Atlas. It's supposed to be big.
Explain why NFTs are good. I don't
Are
get
you
NFTs.
serious?
I honestly do not understand the point of NFTs.
I'm just gonna YOLO about 5K and
No,
see if I
don't
can
do
fucking
it.
triple that shit.
No, don't do
in
it.
2 months. Come on, Neil.
Crypto-
You're telling me? Let's go to your. What was your goal, Mister? Telling me not to YOLO my
wait a
money.
minute.
Okay.
Don't skip your other
The other
goal.
goal was 6-pack. You want to see it, baby? You want to see it? I'm so embarrassed.
Jay said-
I've gained weight, Neil. I've gained weight. I'm the heaviest I've ever been in my
Why are you
life.
getting mad at me?
How
It's
much?
not
Oh,
my
because
fault.
look at your little smirk on
How
your
much-
face. You love seeing me get fat. While you
not my
Neil's like a
fault.
succubus. He's getting skinnier. He's putting all the fat psychologically onto me. Spiritually, he's projecting
That's so rude
his
of you.
fat onto me.
It's not my problem that I'm yoked. Okay, it's not
yeah.
your. Okay,
What,
it's not my
Yoked.
problem.
You're about as yoked as an egg.
How much- How
Heyo.
much did you put on? Do you think?
No, I don't think I put anything on. I'm pretty much around 210 still.
Oh, okay.
Probably around
Jay
210.
said 10 months ago he was confident in this that he was going to.
Neil, I got 2 months. All right. What I've been doing is preparing for the 6-pack.
How
Have
much
you not
action?
heard of bulk?
Am
Bulk,
I the
good
only
lean?
one who actually accomplished a goal?
I accomplished my goal.
How did you? How so?
You can't tell
Seems-
me how I did it, so
Seems pretty. I can't tell. You can't tell me how you did.
Okay, Neil. What are your goals? All right. I don't have a
My
6-pack. I spent more
For
money
the
this year
riders,
than I
for the
spent
Schneider
before.
riders, I
Okay,
did it
just-
for you. I do the goals for the riders. Okay,
Yeah.
I do it for the people. I don't do it.
Hey,
just
it
do
looks
for
like a couple of the
myself.
riders have checked in.
Oh, cha-ching.
Yo, Justin.
boy.
Oh, Jay
Jay
Sims.
Sims. K Balla, what's up, boys?
I'm
boy.
thick, Justin.
Two
I'm
riders
thick.
in the chat, obvious riders.
But Neil, you know what I did lose? I shaved off my
Your
hair.
mind.
I shaved off my hair, so my head looks
mind?
thinner. My head looks thinner.
He lost his mind. You get it? So your head looks thinner, but that doesn't help with your core of your body.
No, but I think it makes you look skinnier if you shave your head, for sure. And shave, yeah?
Yeah, because I don't think you look different.
Why did you shave your head?
Maybe
You don't think I look different?
How much? Okay,
I wish we could. Can we get a video up? Do you know how to get a video up of like a previous episode?
I
can see how different I do look?
Yes.
Are you crazy?
I can try. Okay.
Gotta be quick.
I can
though.
go to the last episode
Gotta be
here.
quick.
So why
I'll
don't you
talk
give
about
an
my goals.
Talk
I'll
about
talk
your
about
goals.
my
Give an
goals.
update, please.
So one of my goals. Well, actually, I had 3 goals. Jay said 2. Will, of course, said 1 because he's lazy. My first goal was to quit gambling, and if you know me, it stopped for a few months. It stopped for a while, and then it came right back harder than ever. And it's been a blast, and I've been doing well, and it's fantastic, and not going as hard as I used to, but as far as unit size, but we'll talk about unit size, how much you bet per game. But I'm in this overs contest
Wait. What was the goal?
to
To
quit
not-
gambling.
And how'd that go?
I stopped for probably like 4 months. Literally, I stopped.
4
I
months?
stopped from like February or March, probably no, or late February to probably
I
like
don't think you have
June.
to show it on the show.
I
We
didn't
can
gamble a
just look at it.
cent. I didn't gamble a cent.
I got this. Well, we got this.
And now I'm in this overs
Maybe.
competition where you get points for betting overs on NFL games and NCAA games as part of the Barstool Sportsbook. And
Talk to
I'm
me.
top. Sorry, I gotta talk to that too. I'm top about right now. I'm number 4 in Colorado. Gonna be top 100 in the country. I'm gonna get into a live tournament where there's a chance of winning $300,000 to the winner. So it's kind of sick. Killing the contest. Root me
God.
on. So the quit gambling didn't
Are we-
happen. I don't know what's going on.
Go
Are we
back
even
to the
live
stream.
still?
I think you
Just
should
forget
play
it.
in the
Just forget
background.
it. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Well, this is the
Hold on.
thing about going live. You can't bring up anything else.
Guys, it's live.
You can see that?
Yeah, hold
Can you
on.
show that?
Same.
No.
Oh,
And that's not even a good one.
Is
Go to
our
the
audio
one.
still working?
Go back to the live stream and then we'll see.
Oh, good call. Okay.
Can you
Hold
hear
on.
us? Yeah, your unit tiny.
Hold on. Is it showing up?
You know what that means.
My unit, my penis.
Oh no. Why? All right. I don't think that worked, guys.
Jay's our producer.
I think we
I don't know,
just
can you
set
even
everyone
see?
into an infinite
Anyway.
vortex.
Anyway, can they see us? Oh,
Yeah,
we're
we're
back.
back.
Yeah, we're back.
Okay.
All right, we'll figure that out for next episode.
So he doesn't look that much different.
I look a lot different.
But maybe you lost it in like your midsection.
No, your
Bro,
chin is narrower. Your
face is a lot-
your neck looks skinnier.
Anyone
your
in the
shoulder-
chat who
your-
knows me,
your-
do I look different or not? Don't be stupid. Don't lie. Anyway, so the quick
And
gambling
anything
thing
other
didn't
than
happen.
yes is a lie.
Okay.
The second thing was get in shape and fix my shoulder and fix my elbow so I can play tennis and golf again. I did that. I'm playing golf. I'm playing tennis. I lost about 25 pounds, even though Will says I look the exact same. No doubt, get me on the scale right now. I weigh less than that fat ass over there.
Hey, so
Second-
how's your tennis game been, by the way? You have any exciting matches?
I'm not
Any
playing
opponents you
tournaments
beat?
or anything yet. Not this year. I'm going to get back into it next year. I'm going to keep lifting weights, get stronger, and then I'm going to be good to go.
But did you have any like just matches for fun where you beat anybody?
Yeah, there was a guy I played. His name was Patrick Downs. Beat him 7-6.
Shouts to Patrick.
6-1, 7-6. He claims that he was like a D1 tennis player. I don't think so because he literally lost to a crippled guy, and that would have been me, and I beat him without practicing. For the record.
That's rude.
What's rude?
Calling him out like that.
Why? He deserves it. He's too cocky. I got to set him down and teach him a thing or two. The other goal I had was get a long-term girlfriend. Now, we'll talk about that later in the podcast. Dating apps through COVID. Dating apps. I've been playing around with dating apps and whatnot.
Playing around?
They stink.
Dingling?
No, it's
Dating.
tough. Dating's tough.
Dating apps. No, dating is not that tough. I think, but dating apps stink. They stink. I don't like them. They're not for me. But we'll get to that later. So I'm the only one who hit a goal. So shout out to me.
So your goals
shout
were
out to the riders.
You're actually
heal your
down.
shoulder. You healed your shoulder, which was good.
And I got in shape. That was all in one.
Oh,
I didn't get in
that
shape.
was one goal.
Yes, that was one
So
goal.
you got 1 out of 3.
Correct. How many
That's-
did you get?
I got
0 out of 1.
One half
it's
out of
not-
one. One half out of one.
Exactly.
Half.
At least a half. That 50%
Half out of one
more
is
than
better
a
than
third.
1 out of 3.
So
Neil's face.
Quick math.
He's
by
like,
percentage,
shit, Neil's
by
like, I'm a
percentage,
numbers. He's
you
a
only
numbers
set
guy.
one.
He's a numbers
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah. With one, you should have hit it. You only had one goal.
There's
At
no
3.
shit. What the heck?
Looking
Anyway.
at the count of listeners is so distracting because I'm like, who just left?
Yeah, I know.
You're
We're
not
gonna
our
watch.
friend anymore.
We're not gonna
No, I'm
watch.
just kidding.
All right, so we got a
Just
new
kidding.
segment.
Love you, Justin O'Curran.
What's the new segment?
What was it?
It's film, food.
And fortune.
That's right, baby.
Film, food, and fortune. So
It's not a new segment. We're just bringing back an old one and renaming it.
exciting, Will. Get the fans excited about the segment.
We had
Yeah,
talked
no,
about
that
this
was
before.
not original. It's old, actually.
Will's a great salesman.
Yeah.
For all that.
It's not it's not that interesting. Well, we hope you think maybe it's interesting and funny.
So what is it?
Actually-
Do you want to
actually,
explain
I
what it
think
is?
It is new. It's new because that was the hidden that was the
Yeah,
last episode.
correct.
Oh, right.
It's a hidden
Uh-oh,
episode
they're
that-
back. I knew that.
There was a hidden
I knew
episode
that they
that we
wouldn't
didn't
leave us.
post.
Okay, so that's the idea.
What is it?
The
Oh,
premise.
hold on. We got a message in the chat. Sorry. I think Justin Simmons is saying to Neil, yeah, your unit tiny. So
Yeah,
Neil
we
has
called
a
that
ti-
out earlier.
Neil has a tiny unit. Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
funny.
Sorry, I've been so distracted.
The premise behind film, food, and
Fortune.
is I'm going to recommend a movie or a show because I'm known as the Netflix king and a lot of stuff.
I'm going to recommend a recipe because I'm the only one of us who can cook.
That is.
He wasn't listening.
I
and
did.
And then I had
I
to
caught
give
him.
the face.
I
had to
caught
give
him.
the face, and then he's like, "Wait, I should have been paying attention."
What did he say?
That is just wildly incorrect.
Okay.
And then
Wildly
okay, and then
incorrect.
what's for
Maybe we should do that in episode, a cook-off. We should have a chef competition.
Yes, 100%.
We should definitely do that.
We
yeah,
should.
I'm definitely. You don't want it. You don't want that smoke.
I want the smoke, and I want the grill, and I want the flame on, buddy.
Should Will be the blind judge? He should be the blind taste tester.
No, it can't be Will. It should be someone impartial.
He won't know if he's blind.
He's not going to vote you above me unless my food tastes terrible.
But he won't know whose it is. It's a blind taste test. He doesn't know which one is which. We
He'll
cook the
know.
same
There's
dish.
there's two of us. He's going to figure it out.
Oh my
What?
god!
I don't
How
know.
does that make?
Doesn't right.
Oh, you're saying cook the same dish?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well,
I
we
mean,
could do it.
how are you? You're gonna cook two separate dishes and
And you're
compare
gonna
an
say
apple
which
to
one
an
is better?
orange?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
We'll do a taste test competition. I love that idea.
All right.
Great
Anyway,
idea.
so what are you
Neil.
going to recommend, Neil?
So I'm going to recommend, since I'm the one with the most money on this podcast, maybe I'm going to recommend how to make money. I'm going to give you really good ways to make money. I've got a great one today.
I got
not to hype it up. If you want to make money,
parlay.
listen to this.
Go ahead.
No.
I promise you, this 5-way parlay.
Guys, it's a risk-free bet. It's risk-free.
No,
I
don't worry
eat,
about
you
it.
eat. I eat, you eat.
Listen.
I eat, we all eat.
Hey,
Hey.
Will,
Okay.
what is
Neil.
your film that we should all watch?
You know, it's been a long time. I was thinking about this today, and I don't know why this film came to me, but I remember just thinking it was super unique, super good. And you see an actor that is basically a sex icon now in a completely different role.
Oh, sorry, my microphone's screaming.
An actor is a sex icon now?
Yes.
Is it Matthew McConaughey?
Is it Sean
No.
Connery?
No,
Is it
No, he's a
Daniel
sex-
Craig?
no,
Is it Pierce Brosnan?
no.
Give
Damn
up,
it.
give up,
It's
I give
no,
up.
none of those.
Who is it?
I forget his name.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Good one. Good movie.
Great actor.
The name of the movie is Lars and the Real Girl. And
I've heard about it.
Oh,
I've heard
Gosling.
about it. I've
Ryan
heard about
Gosling.
it. I've heard
Yeah.
about it.
That's a weird one.
it's weird, but it's really good.
What type of movie is it?
It's a drama / romance.
Can you
and
give us like the premise?
the premise is okay? So the premise is a guy is very antisocial, lives alone. I believe maybe he lives with his parents, but very antisocial, never dated before. Is lonely.
Sounds like someone we all know.
Sounds like someone. So what happens? What happens
Yikes.
is he buys a doll.
You guys a what?
A doll.
DOLL, a doll.
Doll.
A
Yeah.
life-size doll.
Okay.
Which happens to be fully
Anatomically
anatomically
correct.
correct.
Anatomically correct?
Do you know what that means?
That means it's like a human?
She has
Yes.
a BB and a vagina.
She has both?
No, she has one.
Oh, she.
That's hilarious. She has both.
No, it's a woman and it's a sex doll.
They should make them like
It's
that.
a
Why don't
sex
you just
doll.
say it's a sex doll?
They do make them like that. I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Why'd you have to
kidding
say
me? They probably
anatom-
make them with 23 tentacles and.
That's just how I put it. So everyone, it's this small town. It's in a small town, and at first people. That's where I'm going to leave it. It's in a very small town, and so he starts wheeling his girlfriend out, and it's just a sex doll. In a wheelchair around town, and so it just gets more and more interesting from there. But that's the premise. It's a very weird movie, but you get to see Ryan Gosling in a way that's like that was the first film I've ever seen him in, and I'm like, wow. So then I saw him in other stuff. I'm like, wait, that's the same guy. This is the people that people like. So I always like refer back to that when
I bet you that there's somebody out there in the world that's doing that right now that has
Yes.
like a fake human.
Yes,
It's like, hello, Cassandra. Oh, I brought you your favorite.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
No, definitely.
And it's
How
just
many
a
people
doll?
in the United States out of what?
How many
330
people are
million?
dating sex dolls?
Yes.
I wonder if there's statistics
In
on
the
that.
5
But just
digits.
if I had to.
In the
At
5 digits?
no. 10,000 people. You don't think 10,000 people?
No way.
Yeah,
10?
No way.
in
dude.
millions and bro. You know how many like neckbeards there are?
Like dating.
Like they have them.
Just who owns a sex doll? That's
Let me see.
Yeah.
probably hundreds
How
of
many
thousands. Yeah.
people own? I'll just say own a sex doll.
This is good content.
So let's move on. Jay can start doing his segment.
No,
That's
I want to know.
65% of female consumers own a sex toy.
No, not female. Female, it's like.
No, they
perfectly-
own a sex toy.
No, but male,
I know,
man.
right? No, I said sex toy. And I asked the question I was asking is sex doll.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think
hold
that's
on.
a hard
No, we don't need to look it up. Who
No.
cares?
Own sex dolls. Okay. How many men own sex dolls? The truth. Who really buys sex? Look at this guy. Oh, no, that's the doll. Okay, what's the statistics here? Oh, God, I got to register
Who
to
cares?
join.
Yeah.
That says
okay,
drop
no.
it.
No. It's important.
How many
What's your
buy-
recipe? What's your recipe for
You're
us
not
today,
even
Jay?
reading, bro. I think
There's
that's-
there's no numbers.
That's fine.
Oh, you know what? They surged during quarantine, though. That's what it says.
I
COVID
believe that.
COVID has been a
That's a
blessing.
doll?
Yeah.
That's a doll.
But that's a loyal customer. Neil. Okay, hold on. There was a 30.
That's a doll.
Okay, sex doll genie, which is the doll. This doll. I wish we could show it on the screen, but it's probably NSFW. We probably get banned from YouTube. Yeah, Neil, that's a doll. You can't tell.
Daddy, chill.
Jesus.
She looks like an influencer, like an Instagram
Lord.
influencer.
It's
So
a
wait,
doll, homie.
I might be in this statistic.
Neil's get a long-term girlfriend.
All right, go
Check.
Another gold medal.
Exactly. 2 out of 3. baby.
Meet Stacy. Let me go
So
get her real quick.
apparently, the company saw a 51.6% increase in orders from single men in February and March, with 33.2% year-on-year growth.
Placed by
of course.
couples. 33 point
Repeating, of course.
percentage of survival.
1/3.
Okay, Jay, talk to us a little bit about recipes.
Co-founder
Give me a
Janet
recipe.
Stevenson says, "We have lots of products in stock, but we just can't work fast enough to keep up with demand."
That's insane.
That's the sex doll
So that's
industry.
why I think it's at 10,000. I think is realistic.
So Lars and the real girl.
Lars and Real Girl, check it
Yeah.
out. I don't know where you can
Open
actually
your
watch
mind
it.
to possibly engaging in a silicon to human relationship. What is it
Yeah.
called? I mean, we should be accepting of people, right? Isn't that?
It's probably going to be one of the letters eventually, so might as well throw it on.
Okay. Wah, wah, wah.
All right, what's your...
Is that not true? Are you going to say that you don't think that there's a group of people out there that have sex with dolls that feel like they're getting like discriminated against? by
Everyone who
society?
does that feels like they're getting discriminated against by society because it's weird.
Okay, well, so then are gay people weird?
Okay, but you can't compare dolls to humans.
Why is it
Okay.
sexuality? No,
Okay.
We're getting off topic.
I bestiality. I mean, it's like
Will's doing like hacky comic
It's a
preferences
great-
from like the
it's not-
2000s.
I think a great segue to recipes is bestiality. Jay, go ahead and tell us about your recipe today.
I don't think.
What are we making?
I'm not trying to make
No,
that funny.
drop
But
it.
I'm trying to
come
be
on,
serious.
dude, it's not gonna happen.
What,
Like, what do you think?
What
It's
is the
crazy.
recipe of the evening?
Yeah.
I really want to know.
So here's how you make a sex doll.
You get a lot of plastic. And you get a mold machine.
You melt it into a cookie mold. You add 3
Okay.
pints of sugar.
All right.
Actually, the recipe is the one I made last weekend, which is a pizza recipe. We'll put it in the show notes.
Put it in the link.
But
in the
it's basically a
description.
cast iron pizza recipe. The dough has 3 ingredients: flour, salt, and instant or baker's yeast, whatever kind of yeast, instant yeast or active yeast, whatever. So it's flour, water, and yeast. You have to let it sit.
How much of each?
I think it's like 14 ounces of flour, 2 to 3. I put 3 tablespoons of salt last time, and half a teaspoon of yeast. And the thing about the recipe, though, everything's easy except for the dough. So making pizza at home, you guys might think, oh yeah, I could never do that.
Oh,
But
yeah,
making
I
pizza
could never
that's
do that.
Yeah, Will could never do that.
Sorry. Quick segue. Jay Sims in the chat. He wants to. He said he's got the. He wants to be in that competition.
No, he wants-
cooking
No.
challenge.
Guest
Yeah, sure.
appearance in the
We'll
cooking
throw him
challenge.
in. If he can beat both of us,
Maybe.
then we both lose.
He can be a guest judge.
I like how he just put a knife emoji too, where it's like it's either
I'll-
like I want to
I'll
be in the
stab
cooking
you.
challenge or I'll stab all of you.
So tell us about the pizza.
So the pizza, it's really good. So the thing about dough is that when you
Go ahead. The thing about dough.
the thing about dough is you got to make sure that the yeast doesn't die. So you can never let the dough get too hot or too cold. So
Okay.
so I use active dry yeast, which you actually have to dissolve in water. You have to dissolve in 110-degree water just to warm it up. Once you dissolve it, you throw it in the mixture. When you add, the fourth ingredient to the dough, of course, is water. There's 3 dry ingredients. There's
Okay.
flour, salt, and yeast. You dissolve the yeast in 110-degree water,
Okay.
and then you add a cup and a half. But since we're in Colorado and it's pretty dry, I usually add like a cup, almost 2 cups, maybe a cup and 3/4 or something like that of water. The water should be just above body temperature, so like 99. What is that?
Real quick, Joyce made a bread bowl soup.
Excellent.
That's great. It has
That's
nothing to
excellent.
do with.
That is so nice, and
Has
she's a
nothing to
great
do
cook, and we
with
love Joyce.
the
We
show.
stand Joyce.
She actually makes a great pizza. I've seen it. It looks
Yeah.
fantastic. But go ahead.
So basically, you just got to make sure that you dissolve the yeast in hot enough water, but not too hot. It should never go above 120. It should be around 110. And then
Okay.
you add 100-degree, 99-degree water, around body temperature water. So you mix
Like urine?
Okay, mix 14
ounces. So you mix 14 ounces of flour, 2 tablespoons. I put 3 tablespoons of sea salt, and half a tablespoon of yeast.
Okay.
I think it's half a tablespoon, not half a teaspoon. It might be half a teaspoon of yeast, actually. Half a tablespoon feels like a lot. Half a teaspoon of yeast. You dissolve the yeast, you add the water, you mix it until it's all combined, and you let it sit for 8 to 24 hours. You can get away with 6
That
if
is
you have a
huge difference in time.
Well, it doesn't matter. Like once the minimum it takes to rise is around 8. Last time I only had 6, so I literally turned like humidifiers and like heaters on in my house to make it hot enough so it would rise faster.
How do you know if it's risen or not?
You know, it's bubbly. It starts to bubble. It gets really big. Like the volume of the dough increases.
People start praying to it.
It's terrible.
That's such a funny
Wait,
joke.
what is that?
Because it's risen. It's risen.
Oh, like Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior.
Joke of the day.
Shouts to Jesus Christ. Shouts to Jesus.
Jesus Christ!
I love you, God.
Okay, all right. So now the dough has risen. Now what?
So once the dough rises after 8 hours, you essentially transfer it to a cast iron pan. You split it into 2 dough balls. You put 2 tablespoons of oil, cooking oil, not olive oil. Olive oil can't cook hot. This needs to be like vegetable oil or sunflower oil or safflower oil or canola oil. You know, one of the oils you cook meat in. You put 2 tablespoons of oil in the pan. Cover your hands in the oil too so that you can like handle the dough. You split the dough into 2 balls. Leave 1 ball in the bowl. You put the other dough. You coat it in the oil. That's the key. As hot as your oven can go. If your oven goes to 550, bake it at 550. If your oven goes to 500, bake it at 500. If it goes to 400...
For how long?
450, rather. You can bake it for 450.
How long at 500?
I'm still talking about the temperatures, Neil. You got to get the
we're
temperatures
still
right.
talking about
If your oven only goes to
recipe.
450, you got to put the flame on in the pan, and you bake it at 450 for about 20 minutes. No, and then you put it on the stove, and you put it on you put the flame on the stove, and you finish it off for like 5 minutes there, or probably 2-3 minutes really. But yeah, I usually bake it at 500 for about 20 minutes. Just use any pizza sauce, any cheese, any toppings you want.
20 minutes?
Yeah,
wow,
20 minutes.
That seems like a lot. That would be like 8 minutes or something.
No, it's a thicker
This is a
crust.
deep
It's like
crust? This
yeah,
is
it's
a
not
deep
deep. It's
dish?
probably about like 1.5 inches.
Well,
It's like
Bigger
Domino's
than
pan.
normal. Bigger than normal, but not as deep as like Chicago deep dish.
No. It's not a Chicago. It's like
But
a
deeper than
fluffy. It's like a
normal.
fluffy, almost like a pan crust.
Fair
And the
enough.
difference-
I've had Jay's pizza. It's very good.
Yeah.
Honest to God, he makes.
I'll
a really
post the
good
recipe,
pizza.
and the recipe is really good. It's based off one of those binging with Babish or something. You know Babish. Anyone here who cooks online probably knows who Babish is. But
I
it's-
want to cook with that guy in the woods.
who's that?
Yeah, he's on all over.
Steve
That's some
Ranella,
Polish
Joe
guy.
Rogan?
And
It's
he
a
just,
Polish guy.
And he
I'm
just
pretty
like
sure.
chops everything
Yeah,
up.
it's nice. The
and he-
noise.
Yeah.
It's nice.
So anyway, the pizza's super easy. The only hard part is letting it wait, literally letting it wait to rise, letting it wait to cool off after you bake it. But it's delicious. And I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you
put the
waited
recipe.
super long. I don't know about waiting that long for it to.
Well, you also don't know how to make the pizza, so you can just let the chef do what the chef does well. All right? Now you're gonna interrupt again? All right, Neil, what's your recommendation? Let's do money.
Let me
Just
tell
kidding, I love
you
you.
how you can make so much money, where you can order pizza for the rest of your life.
We're listening.
You make so much money that you can order pizza the rest of your life.
Okay.
Neil goes, look, you sign
Let me
up for
tell
an
you.
account.
It's 3 words. Risk-free bets. Risk-free bets.
I can't
Let
believe
me
you
tell
went there. I can't believe you went there.
I went there.
I can't believe you.
I went
That's
there
your
because there's a
recommendation.
reason I went there.
What's
Because
the-
you're
what's the
gonna
reason?
make a shit ton of money. Okay. If you're
As
in a
long as you're
state,
fair.
if you're in a state that allows legalized gambling, sports gambling, there's I think about 15 to 20 states that allow it. There's going to be sports books. There's 2 of them that you should apply to and register to. One is Barstool Sportsbook. The other is FanDuel. And here's the reason why. They offer what is called a risk-free bet. So your first bet up to $1,000. So you got to put $1,000 on one game. And to deposit, it's really easy. All you got to do is use your PayPal. It used to be able to use credit cards without a fee. Now they charge like a 3% fee. You can get miles if you want them for
sir.
depositing that way, but I don't recommend it.
So,
PayPal
so,
is the best
so
way
wait,
to go.
what's the sportsbook's name?
Barstool Sportsbook
Barstool Sportsbook.
or FanDuel Sportsbook. They both offer it. There are going to be other sportsbooks that offer a risk-free bet, but I'll tell you the difference in a second. The reason why Barstool and FanDuel is the best one is, let's say you place that $1,000 free bet. Remember, it's got to be $1,000 on one bet.
But it's
Let's say-
also up to $1,000, everyone.
Right,
just
it's up
make
to
that
1,000.
clear.
You can do 100 if you want, but it's best to do 1,000 if you really want to take the most optimum.
The bigger the risk, the bigger the reward.
Yeah, the
If
optimum
they're giving you
reward.
1,000 free, why would you bet 500?
The
You just
best
leave
way
the
to
money
use-
on the table, guys.
The best way to use this promotion is to do the maximum. You want it because right now you're going to have an edge over the casino, over the sports book. There's no doubt about it. Because if you get the bet wrong, let's say you lose the bet, they'll give you the $1,000 back. Now they don't give it to you in cash; they give it to you in wagers. So what you can do is you don't have to bet it $1,000 on another game right directly. You can split that bet. You have a week. You can split it into 10 $100 bets. Or if you're really scared, what you can do is you can bet the $1,000 on one game again, and you can cash out that bet immediately for like $950. So you only lose like $50. But you had a chance to win like 900 and something.
Well, it sounds like a great deal. I should have done that.
You have done that on both of them. So has
wait,
Jake.
I didn't do that.
There's also this
did that.
option. There's also please.
It's my bet.
So
Neil
there's-
goes,
second?
and there's also the option if you send Neil your risk-free bet.
There's also
he will
another
place
option.
the bet for you
Let's say you're not a gambler.
and give you $10.
Let's say you're not a gambler. Let's say you're in a state, but you're not a
believe you went
gambler. I'm here. I will pay you $100 for that bet, and I'll put the
I knew this was
I'll pay
$1,000.
you $150.
Neil's recommended.
For that
I'll pay
bet.
you 200 for that bet.
No, they won't. Though.
Yeah.
they
They-
won't.
oh, we fucking
will you?
will.
Yeah.
They
Oh, we
actually
will.
won't, though. They actually won't.
We actually will.
I will.
Say actually again because I actually will.
I will. So if you're going to, if you're in a state that has legalized gambling, you want to be a part of this, go ahead, let me know, DM me.
Or just
I'll
give yourself,
give
because
you-
he already explained how to make more
But what
money
if
by
people are
themselves.
scared? What if people are
To
scared?
lose $100?
$50. They still lost $50. But
Oh, but then but there's so much upside.
what
where
if
you
people don't
getting
know how
all
to
the
place
upside.
bets? What if people don't know how to place
What a
bets?
recommendation!
What a
folks.
recommendation.
Neil is just pitching.
They
He's
make
like
money
the
either
entire
way.
audience.
Make myself more money.
They make
and get my fortune.
Okay. So do you want to make $100 guaranteed, or do you want to risk it? It's up to you. You can do either. If you want to have help with bets or an explanation on bets, let me know. I'll let you know how to make.
Neil's
a bet. I'll even give
betting
you some
consulting
recommendations.
service is open. All you have to do is
Absolutely.
give him $1,000.
You have to take advantage of these risk-free bets. Honest to God, it's literally stealing money. It's stealing money from both of these sports books. Just one risk-free bet. It's just your first bet. Now, there's other sports books like MGM, Caesars. There's other sports books, DraftKings. They give you $1,000
FanDuel.
free
No,
bet.
FanDuel's good.
But what they do is you got to read their below
fine print.
the fine print. With theirs, look, we've gone to 0 viewers now because you guys are interrupting.
Oh, that's why.
So-
That's why.
So
They'll be back. Oh, they'll be
So,
back. Don't
here's the
say we
thing.
gone to 0 viewers. You mean
You
there's
mean-
zero,
you mean
100.
500?
You're missing a few zeros and a 1 at the front.
Okay,
We have
so-
1,000 viewers now.
So-
Yeah, you idiot.
if there are other sports books that don't fall for the tricks with those other sports books, if you bet it and you get it wrong, what they do is they give you like a coupon, like you can bet 1,000 all on one bet, and what we'll do is we'll only give you the profit. So if you bet 1,000 to win 900 profit, after the bet they don't give you that 1,000 back. They only give you the 900 profit, and that's only if you get the first bet right, you get all the money. But if you miss the first bet, you can only make like 900. You actually lose 100, and that's even if you get the bet right. So don't fall for those tricks. Barstool Sportsbook or FanDuel, that's the way to go. Risk-free
I
bets.
wish I
You want
was
to make
more
money.
informed about this at the beginning.
You are absolutely
Oh, no,
informed,
I got
informed about all of it. No,
I
you didn't.
got bamboozled.
No, you didn't. Did you make money? Did you make money?
$100?
No, did you? No. What about on FanDuel?
$100?
What about on Barstool Sportsbook?
$100?
No, you made more on FanDuel too. Don't even play that game.
Okay, how about this, Neil? So there's another reason Neil's really into Barstool Sports right now.
I already talked about the
talked
overs
about it.
When?
You did.
earlier.
On the podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he was
A
talking
brief
about
explanation. There's
before
there's an
the-
overs tournament.
before his
Barstool
gambling
Sportsbook's also offering a
Did he?
Yeah, 100%.
overs tournament where you bet
How did
on.
I forget that?
Yeah, if you bet $50 or more on a game on the overs, you get 2 points. $49.99 or less, you
No,
get 1
but not
point.
that. The you're trying to go to the Vegas thing.
That's
Yeah,
what that
you-
is.
You said that too?
Yeah,
Yes.
He said
All
$300,000
of it.
to the
Audience,
winner.
if Neil said that,
I said it at
all
the beginning.
1,000 of you who are watching.
Jay doesn't pay attention. He's so focused on the lights, camera, action.
It was, I think, when you thought your
Yeah,
speaker
the
wasn't
production. He missed it.
Oh, okay.
So, anywho,
There you go.
yeah, there's an
If you
over
guys
tournament.
say he talked about it,
You
he
may
talked
see me.
about it.
You
I
may,
know it didn't happen.
If
but-
you're a Barstool fan or whatever, you may see me on TV pretty soon for this tournament. I could have a
They're
chance
gonna
at
televise it?
300,000. Yeah, that's gonna be a big deal, dude. It's huge.
Oh, but then how do you?
It's going to be as big a deal as Rough and Rowdy. Have you seen Barstool Rough
It's
and
going to
Rowdy?
be a big deal. How do you get there? Oh, you have to pay for your own flight and your hotel. Damn, that sounds huge.
Yeah.
Huge deal.
Well,
And who invited Will, for the record? If we ever have a fan event, we'll pay every single fan's flight and hotel and all of their food while they're here. And we'll give them $5,000 to spend in Denver.
That's true.
do they want to come to Denver still when COVID is going on, though?
What a segue.
Neil's trying to get out of paying his fair share. Dude, our fans don't deserve it? Our fans are everything. Our fans are everything.
It was a segue. It was a COVID segue.
And this is it's called banter, Neil.
Oh.
You don't need to tell me when you're segueing.
banter.
Just segue. Enough jokes.
It was a segue.
COVID, am I right?
Are you guys going back to work? Are you guys back at? Are you
No,
working
I
at
am
home?
retiring. I'm a millennial who's retiring.
How so? From the podcast?
The great retirement. What is
SR
it called? The great
SR
resignation.
SR262. Are you sending Jay money behind the scenes?
Absolutely.
This was all
they
me.
are absolutely not.
Okay. So then, why are you retiring?
Well, Neil, it's part of something, a little trend you may have heard of called the Great Resignation.
Is it also called fun employment?
I'm buying a van, and I'm buying a dog,
Yeah.
and I'm selling my non-existent assets, and I'm quitting my job. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take it on the
You're
road.
gonna become an influencer.
I'm going to take all this equipment, and I'm going to podcast from the van.
Are you gonna become an influencer or a real estate agent
I'm going to become
or both?
a real estate. Well, why would I be real
Everyone
estate?
in this city is
I'm
a
moving
real
into a
estate
van,
agent.
brother.
Huh?
I'm moving
Everyone?
into a van,
A
brother.
lot of people.
Just Justin Simmons. Shout out Justin Simmons if you need any real estate.
Oh, and
in
Robbie
Denver.
Pike was my realtor.
Oh, Robbie's in the area
He was
too.
my
If
my
you
realtor.
need any,
Like I said, everyone's a realtor.
Dude, who's
That's
buying?
two
Like,
people.
Brady Bauer's a realtor.
Who's
not-
buying
Yes, he
real
is.
estate?
Well, he doesn't do it actively, does he?
Same as about 50% of the realtors I
But
know.
Justin and
Who is buying real estate
Robbie?
right now? Who's buying real estate?
Everyone.
The
it's
real
kinda
estate
cooled
prices
off.
are through the roof.
Yeah,
It's kinda cooled
hot,
off.
Hot.
Yeah, I think it's cooled off.
When do you think it's
You
gonna
don't think
cool
it's
off?
cooled off? I think it's already cooled off a little bit. I think that the demand is not catching up with the supply. I think supply is starting to take over now around here.
Supply's starting to
To
take over? No,
I
that
think
is
demand
not
is getting too
happening.
high, and I think that's what's happening. People are like they're getting priced out of the market.
Okay, well, the reason why a lot of places are becoming more expensive is also because of COVID, and that's because lumber manufacturing, their prices have gone up 4 times the
Have you
amount.
guys heard about the...
Did you hear me when I said that?
Yeah.
4 times the amount because there's not enough people
Yeah.
in the manufacturing
you-
facilities. They don't have enough staffing. Therefore, guess what?
It's
Lumber's-
good for the economy.
No, it's
That's a
not
Biden
good
quote.
for
He
the
goes,
economy.
"Guess what?
Guess what?
No, low staff.
economy.
You know what?
The
I
shot.
tried.
Benefits everybody.
I
Harms
tried.
nobody.
I tried to get a pizza. I tried to get a pizza from a local pizza joint by my house.
And guess
Yeah.
what? Lumber shortage.
They're like, sorry, we make this out of cardboard.
Literally Friday
There
night.
is no cardboard.
There's no
to
wood
make it
chips.
out of.
There's no wood chips to put in our cheese. You know how they do that? They put cellulose in cheese.
Yeah.
It's a wood
See, this is how
byproduct.
Neil's
The
annoying.
jokes are not going anywhere.
It's not jokes. It's called conversation.
Okay,
Dude.
well,
What's your point?
Yeah, you already
staffing.
said your point.
Is
Yeah,
a, is a,
staffing is
COVID
huge.
staffing is killing the United States. We don't have enough people working.
You know what
People
else is
are
killing
not
the United
working.
States? COVID.
The pizza place was shut down on a
Essential
Friday
workers.
night, and the reason was we don't have enough staffing.
Who's gonna do those jobs? Not me.
Essential
That's
workers.
the problem.
Did you pour some roses?
That's the problem with the country, though. Everybody.
Actually, some Nika. This is some Nika.
You know what this reminds me? Our country's turning into. It reminds me of
Can I have
Iran. In Iran, you got people working at gas stations with like 2 PhDs, 3 masters, because nobody wants to do the job. Everybody wants to be a lawyer, doctor, engineer, businessman. No one wants to do laboring.
Who
jobs.
wants to do laboring jobs? That shit sucks.
Well, guess what? If we don't have people doing it, then nobody's going to do it. Guess what? You're not going to be able to get
Well, what
your
am I supposed
burger
to do?
anymore.
How can I change that situation as a consumer?
COVID is a problem.
What? Okay, so I can get
then
rid of
all
COVID?
All of a sudden,
COVID
you're-
is the problem.
You're pushing all of these problems on some virus, like that.
Yeah, you heard of unemployment being paid out like 4 times the amount.
Yeah,
of what
but that's
you would.
over now.
COVID.
And people still
Oh,
aren't
is
going
it?
back.
Have you looked at that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
not
ending,
over.
It's ending, though, and people still aren't going back.
Well, they're not going back right now
It's
as they're
gonna
getting
be-
fat paychecks.
It's all going to get automated.
But
And this
even-
is where
yeah,
it was
exactly,
going
I agree.
anyways. This is where the future was going anyways. There's so many low-skilled jobs out there that robots can do better if you can get them to do them.
For example, like being your girlfriend.
Exactly. All you need is about 120 pounds of silicone. That's all it takes.
Yeah. Silicon me up, daddy, because I'm never leaving the house. Meeting people, that's over.
Yeah.
No, but listen, man, this is what I have to say for that. Employers need to pay people more because that's essentially what's going to convince them to go
People
back.
are getting, I think Denver minimum wage is 15 now?
I don't know.
13? It's not bad.
15 or 13, that's the big difference.
Sorry. Maybe 11.
Well, because we have better jobs than that.
I think it's actually 11. It's $11.50.
Well, my
It's
point
like,
is just we have better jobs, so it's like we can't empathize with those
But I'm
people.
not just talking
And then
about Denver.
once
I'm talking
I know-
nationwide, brother.
Worldwide.
Hell yeah,
I mean,
brother.
it's-
Worldwide. Look at you. People are not going to be able
Worldwide
to
jobs?
afford these houses. It's going to
It's
cause
not
a
about-
bubble, guys, and then it's all going to collapse, and then you're all going to be pointing fingers. And the issue is
That
COVID,
we're
let's
not.
blame
People
the-
are not
the
getting
vid.
vaccinated. The issue is people. Are not
Oh,
getting
come
vaccinated.
on. I don't know about that.
If everyone gets vaccinated, wouldn't the problem go away?
mm,
Wouldn't it subside at least?
probably to a good
I don't
degree.
think-
Why?
I don't
I'm pretty
think-
sure the federal
Neil,
government's
that-
desperate if they're
that's
mandating
two
people to get the
different things.
vaccine now. If you have 100 employees or more
I know.
mandated.
That's two different
Desperate
things.
times.
Well, you work for OSHA, and you guys have been getting.
No, we're going
threats
to
and-
implement it. It has nothing to do with me.
It
We
has-
didn't
I'm
make
saying,
the
but
rule.
people are mad at your agency now
But
because they
haven't
hate the
even
people hate
implemented
it.
like nothing has been implemented. But getting back to that, that's two different things. Just because COVID, like to me, I see it as COVID just like removed the veil over people's faces.
Okay.
And now they can actually see it for what it is. And they're
Okay.
like, you think everyone, let's say 100% vax rate.
Okay.
All of a sudden people are going to say, oh, now that everyone's vaxxed, I'm going to go back to work? That has nothing to do with
I'm
it.
gonna
Well,
go back
okay.
to work at Arby's where we got the meats.
Well,
I don't
okay.
think so.
So that's something I've learned. I think I've learned from COVID is that people are not getting paid enough, and I think
That's what I said,
employers-
and you were like, "Oh, it raised the wages."
I didn't say raise the
He
wages.
said, let's get
I
everyone
said they're
vaxxed, 'cause
decent.
getting
They're
everyone vaxxed
decent
is going to
here.
help.
They're decent here.
But a lot of
nationwide,
places they're
not.
not. Yeah.
Correct. I was just saying they're decent here. So I learned that people don't want to work their lousy jobs if they can get paid more for unemployment. That makes sense.
I mean, who
but
would?
we need these people. We need these people back to
Then
work.
we got to pay them. We got to pay up.
Okay. Then
That's what
guess
I think.
So
Employers
that's what
gotta
I
pay.
learned.
If
you
you-
guys learn anything else?
It's a buyer's market, right? Wouldn't you say? If you're an
Yeah.
employee, it's a buyer's market, meaning you have the power because those businesses need you more than you need them. The longer they hold out, the better it's going to be for them. Why? Because the employers are only going to get more desperate and be like, well, fuck it. Okay. Maybe
Employers are gonna
fire,
be desperate.
Maybe I can only hire back 75% of my staff, but I'll pay them the wages of what's
Sure.
lost.
But that-
as opposed to hiring them back at the exact same level and still only hiring back 75% and using the PPP or whatever loans to just pay for their own shit. Like,
but
I
that's
mean,
the positive. That's the positive that's going to come.
I
out
think
of
it's
it.
a positive.
Employers are so desperate for workers, they're going to start paying people more money. They're going to have to. The pizza place that might join, they can't handle staying alive without a Friday night work
But then
service.
you also
work
have
staff.
to
Make tons of money on
then-
Fridays.
Then you got to pay people who work on Fridays more money or something.
Well,
They will. No, they're going to pay people overall more money so they keep them, and they can.
So
they
where
will
do
be
you
able to.
think that-
They will afford it.
I think that rolls downhill though. So then I don't think
Our pizza's going to be more expensive. Yeah.
Maybe,
That's what I'm
but
saying.
at the same,
I
but
doubt that they're going to be taking it out of their profit cuts.
well, what I would say is I think they
They
should
might.
get rid of tipping universally. That's my stance, and like raise prices and get rid of tipping.
If you
Get rid of tipping.
Yeah,
Well,
because
if
a
you
lot
get-
of people who don't want to go as a waiter
In
where
Europe-
you're begging
yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
assholes
like a
for money.
culture.
In Europe,
Seems
it's
like a culture we're not going to be able to get away from.
I don't
Europe
know.
has never had.
No,
tipping,
they've had
so-
good restaurants they've had restaurants before that have gotten rid of tipping, and all the staff
what
is
do you
like,
mean?
oh wow, I actually
It's
enjoy making
most
a
of-
fair wage.
most of Europe, it's like salary.
No, yeah, right. Well, I'm saying in America, even they've tried it and it's worked. I'm
okay.
saying
In
that people have
America,
tried
the
it
same
and they've been like, yeah. And also, like,
Yeah.
if I knew my server was getting health care, if I knew they were getting a fair wage, if I knew they were getting full benefits, like, I'm glad to pay $1 more for a beer or $2 more for a meal. Like, that's not gonna hurt me. And like, maybe I go out less because I'm like, well, going out it should be a luxury experience.
So overall, it
Yeah.
could be a positive. There may be a change. I'll tell you another change. Obviously, working from home and everything, that's been all these
I
businesses,
love working from home.
But a lot of businesses, especially I work for the federal government, right?
Mm-hmm.
The government was so against teleworking before COVID. They were so against it. You couldn't work from home. It was not feasible. There was problems. They didn't want it to happen. Now, through
You haven't even
COVID,
been back.
we're still not back.
Yeah.
Through COVID, it has shown them this can actually work. It's actually probably more efficient, but
I think
listen,
working from home, remote work, is way more efficient. I am a way more efficient worker from home.
yeah, because you're not getting bothered by
Because
coworkers
I'm not going
all
out
the
to
time.
I'm not going out to 2-hour lunches or talking about you
go
know
to 2-hour lunches.
well every so
Chad's
often,
not
man.
listening, is he?
Chad buys 2-hour lunches for us, dude.
Chad is Mr. 2-hour lunch. That's,
Yeah.
Chad is Jay's boss.
Shouts to Chad. Hopefully he'll be a listener one day.
Anyway.
He'd love to be a guest, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Go take
I'll
over
tell you
the
though, when
podcast,
I got
though.
excited when we all were gonna go telework and stuff, I was excited to work from home. It was gonna be great. I had a lot of expectations. After several months, now that I live by myself and I'm working from home, it's not as easy as I thought it would be. I'm getting
Yeah.
a little bit like as soon as I finish work, I have to get out of my house like right away.
You're getting cabin
Like,
fever.
And I don't know what I'm gonna do in the winter.
Well,
Where are we gonna go? What am I gonna do?
We should go for it. We should go on a trip.
I
guys.
can't go from like
That's what we should go.
Vegas.
I'm sure
Vegas.
we
We
can. Yeah,
should
we'll
go
go
to
to Vegas.
Vegas.
Okay, let's go to Vegas.
should go to Vegas.
That's
do you
fine,
have
but-
Neil? Like, do you follow those like tips where do you have like a designated part
Yes.
of your house
Yes.
that you?
That was
work?
okay. So I used to
Yeah.
work. I had a nice office desk, an office chair, and the whole shebang. But it was in my bedroom, and I used to work
That's
there.
not good.
No, I realized after a few months, I'm like, I'm not leaving this room really that much. I gotta go somewhere else. So now I'm down in the living room, downstairs. That's right, 2 stories, ladies. I'm single, 2-story house.
Homeowner. Hashtag
Townhouse,
homeowner.
2 stories, 2 stories.
That's a lot of stairs.
Has
ladies.
stairs.
Lot of stairs.
Lots of stairs in this house, baby. Anyway, so now I work downstairs and it's like game changer.
Yeah.
Game changer. I feel a lot better, but I still have to get out of my house like
Yeah.
right away. What do you guys? I think the best schedule is not 5 days a week
We do
teleworking.
three in, 2 out.
No, 2 out. What do you mean? 2 out of 2 from home?
Yep.
No,
I would want 3.
3
2.
from home,
Yes.
2 in the office, or 4 at home, 1 in the office. I could even do that. That would be. But 2.
I've
probably
as much as I could get.
I've been
honestly.
doing a lot of this. Like this has basically been my.
But you
schedule.
can work from home whenever you. Isn't that the policy you guys have?
No, the official policy is 2 days a week. I work from home more than 2 days a week often, but I also been there a really long time, and I'm like, I guess I would say I've proven that I can be really efficient working from home because the first like year or even maybe year and a half of like at my job when I worked from home, I just like you start cleaning, you start cooking, you make like a big lunch. You're not as efficient, but like over time you start to like get just like a groove. And I really
routine.
like the lack of distractions, like where you the downside is that like you always feel like you're at work because you're never leaving your house and your house
Yeah.
is work. But the upside is that like I just don't chat as much. I don't have to like waste time commuting. I just like plug in and I'm like working and working. And most of my company that I work with now is like on the East Coast. So I'm like starting early at 7. Imagine I had to commute into the office at 7. Like I'd be waking up at 5:30 to get ready
Yeah.
and then
No,
like
it's a
commuting.
pain in the butt.
Yeah, so I can wake up at like 6:30, 6:45 and just like
Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna do too.
oh shoot.
It's still the.
Oh, I
Yeah,
think it
was
just
bad. It just glitched.
yeah, sorry if we went out, guys. Not sure what happened there. But I've noticed that like when you miss that in-person interaction, like the communication totally changes. Like yeah.
So like you can become just
Yeah,
a lot
you're
more
like
passive
you're way
aggressive.
yes, I've seen that. And like even with customers, we went to Boston recently to do like our first site visits. That gave us recommendations of places to go out, and all that stuff really matters for like business. So like
Sure.
working remote, I definitely think you lose a little bit of that empathy for people, which I think is a negative.
I'll tell you this last week, I had to commute for work just a couple days. And I was commuting like 45 minutes each way. At the end of the days, I was dead.
You went
I
in?
was so tired. No, I've been going to a job site to do an inspection of a facility. And I had to do it a couple
you have
of days.
to. Well, how my job did it, like we went from full remote to then going in once a week. Then it was twice a week, and now it's up to 3 times, and then that's where it's stopping. But that at least transition of going in 1 to 2 times
You're
a week.
two out, two work from home, 3 in the office.
Yeah,
That's what we're doing.
How-
that's how it is.
2
now,
and
yes.
3, right?
Have you guys received any emails about mandatory vaccinations or anything? Because you have 100 or more employees.
I love being
You
vaccinated.
don't.
I will say right
Okay.
now, I love being vaccinated. Give me 2 shots. Give me 3 shots. Give me 4 shots.
They right now it's like that's what I was mentioning.
Have they said
earlier.
anything? Have they said
Yeah,
anything?
it's
Your
like
company
to be
needs.
determined.
Your
There's-
company needs.
Yeah,
to-
no, it's
there's
to
a
be
lot
determined,
that's like
yeah.
we're not going to make any kind of like rash decisions until something actually
But
comes
The
Isn't
law is
isn't
coming
it-
in about 3 weeks.
Isn't
in
it
a
over
3 weeks.
100?
yeah.
100
We're
people?
We're over.
100
We're
or
way
more.
under, yeah.
Yeah,
so-
no, you don't have to.
But wait, so you're saying? Well, how do you know that, Mr. Federal Government Employee?
How do I know
the
what?
Law, a law is coming
Yeah, in the next 2 to 4 weeks, you
for
should see
a federal
something.
law.
No, federal. We already
No.
have a law in place for
A
internal.
rule
I'm
in-
saying a law, like a law for non.
or more employees.
An enforceable
Yeah,
rule.
it's going to be the law.
Yeah.
But there's going to be a lot of lawsuits that go
Yeah.
along with it. So
then
we'll
that's-
see what
that's the
happens.
thing.
But
Like, they're-
I need
But
my
it doesn't-
I need my damn freedom, brother.
well,
You trying to take my freedom away?
Well,
I don't
that's
think
what
it should
they're
be mandated, but I also think people should do it. So it's tough because it's
Yeah.
like, on the one hand, forcing people feels like weird, but on the other hand, not getting
be
vaccinated
honest,
just feels really stupid.
that Biden speech like kind of creeped me out. That
didn't he say something about?
Like, it was what
he
how
was
Jay was
relating
saying it
COVID. He
earlier.
was relating COVID
Come on.
vaccinations
Just do
to
Guys,
terrorism or something. Didn't
hey, Neil, guess what?
Guess what?
It grows the economy.
he? Is that what he said?
That's what Biden said
You want
about getting
kids?
vaccinated.
You want kids?
Guess what?
Guess what?
It grows the economy.
The vaccine?
That's what you're saying.
Well, that's what we were saying though. Doesn't it kind of grow if we get rid of COVID?
Benefits everybody.
We're kind of in a bubble. I think we're in a stock market bubble, person.
I don't know. Maybe it's
I
just
think
how he
we're in a
presented
stock
it.
market bubble. I think we're in a
I
manufacturing
just
bubble,
invested
real
some
estate
more
bubble,
money into the stock
Oh,
market.
NFTs,
Yes,
baby.
why?
NFTs, guys.
individual stocks,
NFTs.
or funds.
I got some Intel. I bought some more Intel and then some.
Why are you
some
buying
other
Intel?
Huh?
Why are you buying Intel?
The
They have a
chip, the
really
chip
good
maker.
dividend. Yeah.
You got a real Tom. Is it over 10%?
No.
Also, there's
Okay.
a chip shortage, so chances are.
But then that's
No,
the
Nvidia.
thing, yeah.
So you go Nvidia or AMD if you're worried about chips. Intel's way behind the game.
Shout
on
out,
that.
shout out Colby.
Why?
Well, because I was talking to him about stocks.
Does he work for AMD?
He used to.
How does he work for?
Now he works for some.
Colby's probably one of the smartest guys we know. Shout out Colby. I know he's
Yeah, I met
watches
him
the
once.
show.
Cool guy,
He did,
nice guy.
He was working for Microsoft,
Interesting
and
guy.
now he's working for. He's in Austin doing like AI stuff, like it's something real
Austin's
crazy.
solid.
But then so what he was doing though, he was getting options, and then he got some for Whiting. Funny enough, and he's like, dude,
Sell out.
why? Do you even know What do you? Why?
Whiting stock?
Yeah.
Whiting stock
Look
stinks.
at it. Look year to date. Just
Neil's pulling up the
Whiting
ticker.
stock.
I already know the ticker from my hand. From my head.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that looks like it stinks, right? Up.
That's green.
Oh, what the heck? Up
What-
triple.
Show it
Reverse.
to the audience. Show the
Basically,
graph.
Was there a reverse? Was there a
No.
Yeah, because it went from 94 cents to $20 in a day. Obviously, there was a reverse split.
Show the audience.
It was a
the
reverse
graph.
split.
No,
Show
that
the
was
audience
whenever
the graph.
bankruptcy.
Okay,
Neil,
so-
show the audience the graph. Put it in the camera.
Okay, it's up like
This is the
200.
stock
It's
that
up
they're-
200%.
Year to date,
You guys
and that's
see?
like, do you see that line?
Yeah,
All
it's
that green?
200%. The company's bankrupt. Don't.
It's
invest
not
in it.
bankrupt. We're out of bankruptcy.
Yeah, they didn't
You
pay
don't know
their
what
debt.
the fuck you're talking about. So
Okay.
shut up. Like, I don't. Yes, I'm actually. This is my impatience coming through. But it's like I'm gonna cut you off on stuff that when you don't know and you talk out your ass, it's like
Okay.
Then don't
tell
do
me.
that.
Okay, y'all were in bankruptcy. Didn't pay anything. The banks bailed you out.
Yeah.
You didn't pay your debt. So in my mind, you're bankrupt. You're bankrupt. You
But-
got bailed out.
But then you're
Obviously,
out
the
of
company is not
bankruptcy.
functioning. If you got bailed out,
Then you're out of bankruptcy, and then what's that?
oh, they're
mean?
out of it. Technically, out of bankruptcy because they got bailed out.
The taxpayers bailed them out of bankruptcy.
The Whiting CEO needs to send me Neil's got issues. Okay.
Speaking of, maybe we
Yeah.
should do it. Neil's.
Anyways,
This was a good chat about COVID.
Anyways,
Hey, I think
No,
I
Will,
think
give Will a chance to sell Whiting to the
there's
people who want
nothing
to
to
buy.
sell.
Why
about
should you buy Whiting
No,
stock?
I don't care about the Whiting stock.
Yeah.
But then I was talking to Colby about that some more, actually just recently, and I was like, yeah, I mainly have ETFs and I have some Intel. I was like, actually, that's a pretty good buy. Like, they have a lot of stuff in the works, and all it takes is one of those to hit.
Right.
And then
they're, because of the chip shortage, and it sounds
No,
like
Intel
AMD
sounds
isn't
smart.
really.
I think Advanced Micro Devices is the chip company you need to be.
But
Guys,
then,
just-
look at the P to E.
just to put a cap.
PE ratio.
PE ratio.
The P to E.
P to E.
PDE.
PD. Guys, just to
But
wrap
Neil,
tie up.
because
No?
he's the expert. So let's tell me more about Whiting.
They were in bankruptcy and they
Oh,
got
okay.
bailed out.
Okay, you keep saying nice. Okay. Cool.
All right, to put a little bow on this COVID section, COVID's over. The economy's doing great. Everybody's healthy and happy and going back to work.
COVID's definitely not over.
No, well, you
Are
know,
you guys getting? When do we get our boosters?
I'm being sarcastic, obviously, but
when are we getting our boosters?
I don't know.
Sooner than
Can
later.
you grab me a beer?
You know what we
Neil's
got
got
left?
issues
We got our
started.
last segment of the evening.
Yeah, Bodvar.
Jay?
It gotta be Bodvar. Bodvar,
Jay?
honestly, Bodvar is the unofficial beer of this podcast. Like, if you guys wonder, the red and white label beer that we drink, it's Czechvar.
Czech Budvar.
It's actually Czechvar, original Czech lager.
It's
and
the original
pretty good.
Budweiser. It's the Budweiser before it came
It's
to the
pretty
United
damn good.
States.
Like, I'm a light beer fan. I don't know, for my light beer people out there, it's definitely one of the best I've ever had. And we drink it like every episode, right?
Yeah.
We've drank it almost every episode.
with SR262. So,
Neil's got issues. Yeah.
all right. I don't want to read this one. I don't. But I'm going to.
Love to hear it.
Because
You love to hear it. Guys,
someone
thank you so
submitted
much for
this.
sending in
Someone
questions. Thank
submitted
you.
this. She submitted it. Oh.
Oh, it's a
Someone
she. Now we know
submitted
it's a
it. Well,
she.
you're going to know from the thing.
Confidentiality
All right,
is
here we go.
attempted but not guaranteed.
Here we go. Hello, boys. I heard you guys are back for another season. And it's just what I needed because I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Uh-oh.
This is why I don't want to read this. Before I ask my question, I want to say I'm glad to have my two favorite co-hosts back, Will and Jay. Go fuck
Love you
yourself.
too.
Go fuck yourself. Here's my issue.
Yeah.
I've been dating.
Oh,
this-
Neil's on the show too. Oh, and you left him out because he's not your. Because he's not your favorite. Okay, sorry. Keep going.
Fuck yourself. Here's my issue. I've been dating this guy for 6 years, and he's really a great guy. We just bought a house together, and he plans to propose relatively soon. However, I recently have started having a crush on another guy and questioning if the guy I'm with is the right guy for me. I love who I'm with now, but I think I love him more as my best friend instead of my lover.
Jesus, what a question. Huh?
I don't know what to do because I'm scared of making the wrong choice and being stuck with that decision forever. Please help.
Well, the first thing I'll say is there are no wrong choices, and you're not stuck with any decision forever. I think ultimately expressing your feelings and feeling a certain way is never a bad thing. Like, you need to be true to your feelings before you're trying to be true to what other people might want or not want from you. And if those people truly love you and care about you, then hopefully they'll understand, even if it is tough, because like I doubt anyone wants to be married to somebody who truly doesn't feel like that's the person they want to be married with. I just think that I just wonder if there's something more to it than just the, what is that sound? This freaking dog upstairs.
Go ahead.
I just think there's something more to it than this crush. And that's probably hard to hear because it sounds like you've put a lot into this crush, and it probably is somebody who you're attracted to. It probably is somebody who's great, but I don't think that's really why. If you're truly having doubts about your relationship, I don't think it's because of somebody else. I think it's because of you.
You think she's looking for a way
Well,
out?
what was it? Can you read it back? She said probably somewhere in there. Probably.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind hearing it one more time.
Yeah.
The whole
with that.
thing?
Not the whole thing, the probably line.
Well, no, just
Okay.
everything past the...
Past the Neil's the worst host on the
Yeah,
show thing,
yeah.
which 100% agree. Shouts to you. What is that?
Every time Neil gets uncomfortable, he goes like this.
Really?
Yes.
I've never noticed
every
that.
time.
Oh, that's his tell.
It's 100%.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Can you? Yeah. Okay.
We just bought we just bought a house together, and he plans to propose relatively soon.
Relatively
That's soon, and then they've been together 6 years, and then and then she also, it says, I've started to have.
I recently have started having a crush on another guy and questioning if the guy I'm with is the right guy for me.
Okay.
I love who I'm with now, but I think I love him more as my best friend instead of.
But you also said relatively soon, so there's no real plan for you guys to get married.
6 years that's what initially I was gonna say. I'm like, oh, you've been together 6 years and that still hasn't happened. Like, I don't know. I guess your relationship dynamic, but that seems like a fairly long time.
Yeah.
It also depends, I guess, on how old you are. Like, it'd be one thing if you met in college and you're going through college. And like 4 years can get eaten up really quick, and of course you're not going to get married.
Well, I wonder about the word relatively. That's
what if they did
because
meet
it's
in college?
Like maybe if they had.
What if they did meet in
Well,
college?
what I'm saying is maybe if this boyfriend had proposed already.
He has not proposed.
I'm saying maybe if he had, it would be a different story. But it sounds like saying someone's going to propose relatively soon. Well, you've been together 6 years. What are you relatively waiting for? You know what I'm saying? Like, it almost seems like a strike while the iron's hot type of situation with proposals, where it's like you kind of got to ride the momentum, and then maybe it could turn into more of just a friendship partnership thing, because it's like the relationship's not progressing.
Well, it doesn't really sound like she wants to get engaged, does it?
That's the other thing. Relatively could mean, I'm not rushing him to propose. In which case,
she sees it as a friendship, like, I don't know. I think that's also first, to address your point of what if they met in college. I think, imagine you meeting a girl freshman year, dating her for 4 years, graduating, and then 2 years later proposing. That makes sense. That's 6 years. But then,
how much do you change?
Well, no, I'm not even saying that. I'm saying those 4 years. Like, who is getting married when you're in college?
Yeah, that's weird.
That's like
Trevor Lawrence.
All of that gets cut out.
Number one pick in the NFL.
Oh, I was thinking the Trevor Noah.
He got married at Clemson.
I was thinking the Daily Show guy, Trevor Noah.
No, Trevor Noah. Trevor Lawrence.
Like the South African guy?
If you met outside of college and you both are living your life, 6 years is a very long time. Like, that's like...
It's long enough to know whether you want to get married or not.
And if you're already feeling...
I think...
I mean, people are together for like 10 years and they get married. They're happily.
But they probably know if they want to, if it's on the table by 5. I guess my question
would also be around sex. Like, when you say friendship, does that mean like friendship? Is it really a friendly vibe? Are you guys having sex at all? Is sex good?
Is it a?
What makes it a friendly vibe? Because at the end of the day, like, that's also going to go. So maybe it is worth it just like being with someone that you see as a friend, because you know when you're 70 years old that like you're not going to be
you should still have sex. No, 70-year-olds have sex.
They do. But I'm not saying that.
She did mention that she said it feels like more of my best friend instead of my lovers. I don't know what that means.
Instead of my lover, she said?
Instead of my
Those are the verbatim quote? So I wonder if they're having sex. Because I was in a long-term relationship and we were really having sex that often. We were having sex every year.
I think I love him more.
It was super unhealthy.
I think I love him more as my best friend than my lover.
Oh.
So maybe it has to do more with her attraction to him. Like, I'm not sexually attracted.
And then it's going away.
Yeah, which is normal, I think, in some ways, but I think it should evolve.
Having, like, an honest conversation with him, like, where do you see this going? Do you, like, is this really what you want as well? Because, like...
Yeah.
This is just my feelings, and you gotta at least, I don't know.
I think if you can't communicate about it, that's a bad thing.
Yeah, and you gotta, I would think that's a very tough conversation, but seems like you gotta say
It sounds like this crush is just somebody who maybe is more of a, like, sexual, physical connection person. And, like, I think that's normal to have those, but a crush is just a crush. Like, you can like your crush, but until you're in a relationship with them, you have no idea. Or until you sleep with them, you have no idea. So it's like crushes are always, the fantasy of a crush is always better than when you get with your crush. I think. It's like they say never meet your heroes.
Do you think it's okay to have a crush on somebody if you've been dating somebody for 6 years?
Whether it's okay or not, it's going to happen. Crush? Yeah, of course it's going to happen, dude. It's just going to happen.
I don't know about that.
I don't think it's okay to feed into the crush. Like, once you know you have a crush, you can choose whether you want to have this person in your life or not. But
and there's even a difference.
Attraction is human. Attraction is human. Right.
You like
common scenario. The coworker crush.
Yeah, so then it's like you can have a crush, but then, like you said, you don't feed into it. So it's like, as long as you're keeping that boundary, like that.
Any
to me,
crush,
that's like the worst is like if you're betraying, whether it's your lover or your best friend, you don't want to ever betray that trust, right?
Any crush will go away with time. No crush, like the chick who I crushed in high school. No, agree. Like,
disagree.
If you're exposed to somebody enough and you hang out enough and you just don't feed into it mentally, the crush will just die off. They'll just become like any other person. No?
I still have a crush on the girl from that movie.
Movie, he says.
Click. Who's in Click? The brunette.
I don't know.
The brunette
we're
girl.
Googling this. This is why
Kate Beckinsale. I still have a crush on Kate. I know it's Kate Beckinsale. It's Kate Beckinsale.
Oh God, sorry. I accidentally
Kate
turned on audio.
Beckinsale. I still have a crush on Kate Beckinsale.
I think it's
Kate Beckinsale.
Okay. I think so. So we've covered a lot.
It is
there.
Kate Beckinsale.
I'm
I
not
think
stupid.
that
She's my crush.
you got to have that conversation with your partner and let them know and see how they react, because that could be. I don't know if they're, because they could be feeling the same way, right?
Yeah.
Also, I think with this crush, though, what my point is that it's just fantasy you built in your head, probably that's surrounding a lot of these emotions about your relationship. So I think if you don't address the crush and you address how you're feeling about your relationship, those are two separate issues.
Look at the chat. It's the bottom one.
What about your high school? Okay,
yeah, I was actually going to bring that up.
Chat is saying, what about your high school crush, Neil? Who is your high school crush?
She's nobody from nowhere. That's who she is.
Is she somebody I know?
I think she's
no,
MIA.
do not say her name.
No, don't say her name for sure. But
no, she's MIA.
No, she's a joke. No, she stinks.
She's gone.
But wait. Are you? Do you still like her? Are you still? Would you still? Would you? Have you ever? And then no.
I don't know what she looks like. If she looks like what I remember, she looks like. Would I do the hibbity dibbity?
I remember my high school.
Single,
I remember my high school crush.
Yes,
I'll say her first name. I'll say her first name.
I would do it well.
My high school crush was Andrea, and I used to sit behind her in Spanish class, and I used to play with her hair, and she'd be like, "Play with my hair." She'd be like, "Play with my hair." No, she didn't. Yes. She'd be like, "Play with my hair," and I'd be like doing her hair and just be like, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just getting huge boner. It was crazy.
All right. I think we should call
crazy.
That being I was pretty honest.
Wait, so what about your high school crush?
I mean,
she stinks.
Yeah, let's.
We're not talking about.
I know. We're trying to help one of our.
We helped her.
Wait, Curran says yes, you would. You still would.
Of course, I said I would.
You still would if she looked good.
Would I do the hippity dippity? Damn right.
Yeah, Andrea, if you're out there and you're not dating some like NBA player or something,
I do it like a goddamn pro. That's how I would do it.
Some say
let's slow down. But seriously, a pro.
Some say I'm an NBA computer programmer, Andrea.
A what?
NBA level, because she's like the type of chick who'd be dating like an NBA guy or something.
NBA?
National Basketball Association. NBA. She was really into like
good
NBA
basketball
players. Not like basketball players like me. Good basketball players.
I've seen Jay play basketball. He's pretty good.
I'm okay.
Are we good with that?
We're done with it. You guys did it for 6 minutes.
Don't focus on the crush. What I would say, don't focus on the crush. Focus on the feelings about your relationship now. Once you clear all of that up, then worry about other people.
You said tell the fiance you have a crush?
No, ignore the crush. Whoa. Tell the fiance.
Exactly. Not.
Don't tell them you have a crush. Yeah.
You just tell them how you're feeling. Like, hey, I want to make sure that what we're getting ourselves into is like, is this legitimate? Do you feel like this is more of a friendship, or do you feel me as a lover? Like,
yeah, and you could say, for me personally, I feel like we're really compatible as friends. We're great living together. We're great, in whatever ways you're great. But also, I just feel like that spark or that romance might not be there for me.
Goes right, like over time.
Right, but I think if the only way to get through those periods is by talking about it,
for sure.
And you can decide if you talk to him and he's really open to it. If you talk to really them and they're really open to it, whatever pronouns they use, are they a silicon or
Wow.
I'm gonna wrap this up.
No, but my point is this. You talk to them about your feelings. You don't leave. The crush has nothing to do with it, all right? You wrap up your feelings with this person in your relationship, and once you've sorted out what your future is, then worry about other people.
Yes.
You might find that once you resolve the relationship with your partner, whether it's resolved to stay together or resolved to break up, you might find that your feelings change about the crush. And that's honestly, it might not make sense now because you might be so fixated on this crush, but you might find that once you fix your relationship issues, the crush feelings change for better or for worse. You'll never know until you resolve the root of the issue, which is your relationship stuff.
Boom.
I'm out. Neil, wrap it.
Wrap it.
Wrap it, Neil.
Neil,
wrap it.
Slap it.
Slap it and wrap it.
I was gonna say something and then I forgot.
Yeah, because
Wow.
that was.
Oh, I know what you need to do.
Viewers
Just real
jumping
quick,
off.
final thing, and we're gonna wrap this up.
Uh-huh.
I think you guys should just sit down, you and your fiance.
What did you just say?
You should
I
sit
think
down.
you guys should sit down.
I think you guys should sit down, have a nice bottle of SR262 Merlot, talk it out.
We'll give him some water. Don't worry, guys.
Maybe go on to vinoshipper.com.
Maybe don't drink.
12
Maybe
more.
don't drink when you're having a conversation about the future of your relationship.
definitely
I don't
drink.
know.
Definitely drink.
I don't know.
So that the
Maybe be
feelings come
sober.
out. Is this your part or my part?
Are you plugging SR262 as part of this person's relationship advice?
No.
How low can you go for our sponsors,
No.
Neil? How low can you go?
How high can I go? SR262.
Hey, when Neil goes
thank
low,
you.
we go high.
Have a nice bottle of Merlot. Maybe go to vinoshipper.com, order 12 more, and then you guys can talk about it. That's all I got to say. Good luck to you.
All right, guys.
Jay?
How long have you been going? Let's look at the
Hour
stream.
20. It's right there. Hour 20.
Thanks for our favorite.
We're gonna call it. That's
viewer
a lot.
as well.
Are we going to call it? This is
Yeah.
good. Guys, we can go live anytime. We can go live 3 to 5 times a week.
The only thing I would mention is obviously our viewer and questionnaire has great advice if she prefers.
She has great
Us.
advice.
She's a very smart, well-adjusted
Sound it out, Will.
person.
I don't know the words.
What Will's trying to say is the fact that Will and I are her two
She has
favorite
great
hosts.
taste.
Taste. That's the word I was
Idiot.
looking for.
Great taste. The fact that we're her favorite hosts. Great taste. Neil.
Yeah, her host doesn't know grammar, so great.
Neil's a host.
Oh, I know it. I just forget it.
Neil's a host and that's it. Like, he's a host and an editor. All right. He doesn't help us set up. He gives us 5-day-old pizza. Not today, but
He,
All right,
he's
let's wrap it
fair-
up.
Let's
he's
wrap it
fair
up.
with the fortune.
That
He
being
takes
said-
all of our money.
Listen.
Yeah.
Remember, risk-free
You-
bets.
you wanna make
Holler at
$100?
me at Neil_Schneider
Don't
too.
do it, please don't.
Holler at me or do it yourself, and I'll give you some good bets. Let's go. Let's ride. When I eat, we all eat, baby. Cheers.
hey, when we eat at the Who Invited Will podcast, our fans eat. And with that, episode 1, season 3 in the books. Never thought we'd make it this far, but we couldn't have done it without you guys. We're gonna be live probably all season.
What day do you want to go live?
We don't know.
We
No,
don't know
that's
yet.
dumb.
We're TBD.
I think we should go live Thursday nights.
That's a.
I could.
That's a
possibly
Thursday-
do
I could probably swing
Thursday,
Thursday
eight-
too.
Swing it.
Thursday, 8:30 Mountain Time.
Ooh, that's late.
Thursday, 7:30 Mountain Time.
That's better.
That's better. 7 maybe.
7:30 Mountain Time.
Guys, we'll try not to
Thursday.
be late. We know you don't hate. We know the Who Invited Will podcast is great. So
All right.
please,
DMX.
We came to 8.
and don't wait
God.
to click that subscribe
It's
button.
over.
Click
It's
that
over.
like button. We love you guys. Thank you very much. Play the outro music.
Subscribe, please. If you're not, please like our video. We'll talk to you soon. Cheers, guys.
Love you. Bye. Oh, it's over.